I'm Dr. Ollie Buckmeyer. Today, I want to talk to you about the neuroscience of isolation, how we keep our wits about us, or more so, how we keep from losing our... You may notice that you're a bit more stressed, you're a bit more anxious, you might be depressed, might not be sleeping well, and even a bit more hostile. These are a natural response to the current state of isolation. I have some good news for you, however. These feelings are normal and natural, and I have some tools to help you feel better. You see, because we're isolated, our brain is shifted to this state of hypervigilance. Because we're on the outside of the herd, we believe we're in greater danger. Because we're in greater danger, we must pay attention to all the stimuli around us, specifically the negative stimuli, because they tend to represent a greater threat. This higher level of stress increases our cortisol, which in turn has detrimental effects on us. So how do we deal with this? We begin first by being more mindful. And you might say, what is mindfulness? Begin by just being aware, first of how you feel, how those feelings are generated, where those feelings come from, and then understand that these feelings are natural. In this mindfulness, you will say to yourself, I'm feeling a bit more stress because I'm isolated, and because I'm feeling more stress, I must do things to reduce that stress. So first we begin with mindfulness, just being aware that the feelings you have are natural, and then you must take actions to reduce those feelings. The second thought is exercise. You must exercise. Get out and do something. Get out and be physical, get out and practice yoga, get out and simply move. That's issue number 2. The third thought is find whatever your spirituality is, whatever that thing is that grounds you, that centers you. Find that thing. Number 4 is make those connections. As human beings, we're very social animals, and in our isolation, we might be away from our troop, might be away from our normal habits, our normal behaviors. So reach out to all the people you used to know, all the people that are in your network. Reach out to them, talk to them, Skype them, Zoom them, make contact with them. Reconnecting to all the people on our network helps us feel less isolated. The last thing is a bit of self-care. Find whatever that thing is that makes you feel ultimately good about yourself, and spend some time in self-care. Even if with your family, figure out that thing for you that represents self-care and do that thing. So to recap, again, in isolation, we're feeling higher stress, we're feeling more anxious, we might be depressed, we might be sleeping less. These feelings are natural because our brain believes that we're in greater danger because we're on the outside of the herd. To deal with these things, we enter this state of hypervigilance. This hypervigilance leads to greater stress. I say to you, to deal with this stress, begin first by being mindful, recognizing that you're stressed, recognizing that you're reacting in a way that you normally wouldn't to a situation that's been exacerbated. And in that recognition, realize that you can then change how you feel about those things. The second piece is to exercise. Get out and do something. Get out and be active. Practice, find your yoga practice, find some level of physical activity. Reach out to people that you know, make those connections to your network, find those people that you used to see all the time, the people you interact with, and connect with them. It's important that as human beings we maintain our social networks. Find your spirituality, what that means to you, whatever that looks like. And finally, this is the most important bit, dedicate some time to self-care. Find that thing that makes you feel good about yourself, find that thing that just is for you, and do that thing. Again, this is Dr. Ollie Buckmeyer from Own Yoga. Thank you for taking the time.